Cool, isn't it? So this was at 9, then it went to 18, then to 27. Loads of history. City own it. 8 years ago, big restoration, now considered one of the best 9-holers in the world.
Like good food, the recipe for good golf is actually pretty simple. Stacks of variety, a comfortable walk and a course that can be enjoyed by all, regardless of their ability, age or financial means. 3 simple ingredients which all too often get forgotten about in golf's quest to grow the game or make an impact. Golf at Winter Park is not new. It began life in 1914 as a 9-hole course, and throughout its 110-year history it has existed under many guises. Up to 27 holes, a private club at times, a municipal facility at others, but the nuts and bolts of the course have never really strayed too far. The unique P-shaped routing, which takes you across 5 separate parcels of land and sees you cross 6 roads which intersect the course, a physical boundary that forces WP9 to make do with the land they have. Indeed, you also tackle 2 churches, a bustling train line, a cemetery, a local neighbourhood and its cobbled streets. In 2014, the 9-hole course in Winter Park, which lacked investment for many years, received $1 million in local state funding. The money was spent where it mattered most. 2 passionate and creative architects in Keith Rebb and Riley Johns, with some machinery and equipment. It might sound like a lot of money. In the big leagues of golf course architecture today, $1 million probably won't get you a single new hole. Keith and Riley came in under budget ahead of time and even used leftover money to build a communal putting course open to all, amusingly named the Back Nine. The work saw them reimagine the green sites, building contours and slopes which enable each hole to have its own distinct strategy. Sparing use of hazards were kept and improved, and one single cut height for all playing areas except the greens would mean the course was maintenance friendly, playable for all, while challenging the better player. Nothing that has been built feels overblown or over-contrived. It's thoughtful, and 10 years on, the legacy of their initial brief is still readily apparent for all to see. The 9 holes, a modest 2,500 yards from the tips, is about simple golf. 2 par 5s, 3 par 3s and 4 par 4s, of which 3 are drivable for many golfers. The round begins with a 240-yard par 4. The yardage off the card suggests you might be off to a fast start. However, any conscientious golfer with a penchant for the rights will be wise to stay far left off the tee and be left to chip and putt across the buried elephants that are hidden underneath the green. The second continues where the first left off, requiring an arrow straight short iron to a green with runoffs wide and sand short and long. Turning 90 degrees, you cross your second street and are met with the third hole, a drive with 2 more roads either side of the fairway. The community nature of the course is readily apparent as you take in the church to the left and the quaint homes to the right. The cobbled streets and historic feel to the local area is part of the story and something you appreciate, rather than intrusion. The green moving from front left to back right, receptive if played with a wedge, is a much more terrifying proposition if played from distance. Across the street you go and you're met with your second par 5 of the round. The cemetery to the left of the fairway is a reminder of what could happen if you pull your tee shot.
Yeah, you're definitely in.
While the aggressive line for the better player is to hug the left-hand side and open up a chance for birdie, the safer tee shot right will make a 2-putt birdie almost impossible. The raised green side that sits proudly in the distance underpins a simple strategy to the hole. Of all the green shapes, picking your favourite Winter Park is no easy task. The rumpled 5th green, with the only greenside hazard being the intersection beyond, is beautifully incorporated into the design. At 350 yards, it's the longest par 4 on the card. And then there's the 6th, a boomerang green with a lion's mouth bunker short. Drivable for the bigger hitter, another roller coaster of excitement as he reached the green, an obvious penalty long, and a myriad of acceptable ways you can choose to play the hole. With the train rattling by beyond, once again echoes of the history of the local area come into focus. Those from colder states up north used to travel south for much needed warmth, hence the name, quite literally a winter park for those suffering the long, bleak winters. As you make your way home, 2 tricky par 3s featuring a Redan-shaped green on 8 demand accuracy. Each road crossing a chance to take stock of where you are in the match. Then a 230-yard half-par closing hole, often the best way to finish any match, with a porch beckoning and a promise of $2 beers and a vibrant town for you to enjoy. The ironic thing about courses like Winter Park, or any 5,000-yard course for that matter, is that while their footprint may be shorter, they invariably mean you end up hitting a wide variety of shots. More long irons, more creativity, more birdies, and more danger. The product, not surprisingly, is more fun. You're not just ripping head covers off and walking back 50 yards.
Look good.
When you fuse a 5,000-yard course with intricate green sites, where your game from 50 yards and in is the only thing that really counts, you can see why it's the perfect playground for children to learn their craft. Green fees from $17, where everyone is welcome to play in their own way, and it's no surprise the kids turn up in abundance. Winter Park is a reminder for all of us. Golf doesn't need to be expensive, it doesn't need to be exclusive, and it doesn't need to be long. It needs a set of interesting greens, a comfortable walk, and a sign on the door that tells you that anyone is welcome. In a world where the professionals command 7-figure sums, rival tours throw more money around than ever, all under the auspice of growing the game, it makes you wonder, if people really wanted to grow the game, why aren't they looking at the likes of Winter Park as a model for growth and sustainability? Because in our world, WP9 is the one growing the game.